Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody?
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream, or this week's episode, really. It's your drinking buddy Udon, and yeah, today is episode 4 of the Dillin Thomas Bullshit podcast. Let's go! Oh my god, this episode has been one I've been meaning to talk about since it's also related to, well, me, because the personal experience and stuff. But this week's episode is also very unique, in the sense that I'm gonna be interviewing someone that used to be a longtime fan of his. Today, I'm gonna be interviewing SuperStarPlanet. Now, some of you guys, if you've been in my Discord server, which is linked below, in one of the panels if you want to join, may already know him from the charity stream. Yeah, so that was eventful, but that's like past us now. Today, we are going in a new loop. It's a new day, but you know, there's some stuff we've always got a question about Dillin. Why does he have a Grindr account? Is he gay? You know, we'll probably figure out all of those when we get to the interview, which should start right about now. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like ill-prepared. But yeah, today we're talking about Dillin and his fanbase, aka community. So that's something. Now, fair warning, just saying, the community is pretty cringy. And stuff. Hold on, I'm so sorry. But yeah, from my time in the community, it was cringy. You know how you stumble upon Tumblr? Yeah, it's that type of cringy. Okay, just got confirmation. Let's start the interview now. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, finally! Thank you! I was about to
God.
cry if it like didn't work and shit. Oh god.
That was a major gamer move we pulled there.
Thank you. Oh god.
It's alright.
I'm so sorry about technical difficulties. Oh god. It's my first time actually doing an interview like this and shit. That's like not recorded, not live, if you catch my drift. So, yeah, it was something. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's alright though. Here now.
Yeah, oh, thank god. So, interview time, oh god. So, here I have with me is SuperStarPlanet, who is a moderator in my Discord server, and whom was, I think you're like a longtime fan of Dillin's, if I'm correct, or...
Yes, you certainly are.
Okay, so, I just have like one... Well, I don't really have, like, one question, but, you know, there's this, well, like, any other question a person would have here, what was the community like from your stance when you, like, first joined the community and stuff?
So first off, I wanted to ask, can you guys hear me? Is my audio, like, alright?
Okay,
or...
hold on. Okay, yeah, people can hear you. Thank God.
Yeah, they can hear me loud and clear, right? Or...
Yeah, they can like hear you loud and clear. Yeah, I have you on like max volume, so they should hear you.
Okay. So what was your question again? Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine. So from when you first joined Dylan's community, what was it like initially? Like, what were your first ever thoughts of the community before you realized, oh shit, this community really fucking sucks?
You know what? My thoughts exactly. Okay, so where do I begin? Well, I remember going into the community and actually being a part of it, I was like, all right, this seems pretty cool. It seems pretty neat. Some of the people, um, like some of the people were all right to talk to. Um, yeah, it was like so much. It's kind of hard to describe because it's at first I thought it was cool. Well, cool is putting it lightly. Well, it's like you know,
Yeah.
oh my, I can't talk right now.
It's fine.
No, but seriously though, I did think the community was okay. Until like there was people like if you didn't agree with something, a lot of people would just like dogpile on you, and it happened a lot with some of the other people in there, and while they think it was like joking around and stuff like that, uh, some of them, some of the people that were getting like the short end of the stick were like didn't think it was a joke, and if I remember correctly, one of the rules in Dylan's servers were that he encouraged like I think it was free speech.
Yeah, he definitely encouraged free speech.
Like I'm trying to find the exact wording on it. Uh, I think it was yeah, it was he encourages hate speech. I think it was hate speech.
He encouraged hate speech? Damn. Like, I knew I was in the server, but then again, I wasn't in the server as long as you have, so again, our perspectives are like different, so again.
Yeah, because I was in like the previous. I was also in the like the first ever, like his first Discord server, before he deleted it and made a new one, which I guess you were a part of.
Yeah, I was like kind of a part of. I think I was in there for like 6 months before he made the new one. I think it was
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, when a lot of drama was going on, especially with Dylan and like a few other people, um, like when some people didn't even agree with his stances and all that, they get attacked by a lot of his bootlickers on there.
Yeah, I always found that kind of stupid on God. Like, if we're going to encourage free speech, you might as well just encourage, opinions and stuff. And, like, I don't get why people nowadays get so pissy over, like, criticism and shit. Especially when it comes to Dylan, because on God, he's done some pretty fucked up shit during his time here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know what? That brings up a uh that brings up a story where I remember one time, this was like before everything for Dylan went to shit. This was like during the summer. Um yeah, I think it was during the summer of last year. Um I'm trying to make sure we're not like jumping all over the place. I don't know if you want me to explain like my
Oh, yeah,
full
it's fine. You can, like, explain your full experience here and stuff, so it's fine.
Okay, I guess I could save the story from last year when we get to that part. But yeah, so like my experience with the server is that it drastically started to diminish in terms of like conversation and not being able to like be civil, and like everybody was all at each other's throats, and yeah, and everything when people would get slack for it, they would be like, her, it's a joke, get over it." And it's like, I mean, is it though? Like, you can't be using that excuse for everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember I actually had a couple opinions I want to discuss with the people in the server, but not gonna lie, the community was, with all the dogpiling, I was like, I guess I can't really share my opinion. I was gonna ask, does anybody here actually believe Dillin is Native American. Like, if you actually look at him, he looks more fucking Asian to me. On God.
Oh man. But yeah, so after I became like a frequent viewer, because really I wasn't really too keen on the whole. I wasn't really too too up to date with the Chris Chan stuff because, quite frankly, I didn't even know who Chris Chan is. I mean, like I would hear his name, but I wouldn't know who the guy actually is. So I remember I'm writing, like I got curious and stumbled across Dylan's video on Chris Chan, and I remember like being fascinated by how like this individual like became a total fuck up, and yeah, so it seemed like Dylan was like a fairly entertaining person to listen to when regarding Chris Chan and stuff. So later on, I became a frequent viewer, and that turned into like I regrettably became a donator on his fucking Patreon.
Oh my God.
I do not know what I was smoking that day or throughout that time, but I sure as hope I don't want to have any part of that now.
Yeah, on God, I'm
And
just saying,
I,
people that like
yeah,
donate to his Patreons now gotta be smoking that good shit. On God, like worry on because I want some of that good shit.
that is not good bang for your buck right there.
I know, but on God,
Yeah,
that must have been some hardcore weed, my dude.
yeah, and I don't even smoke, by the way. But yeah, so um, I remember one of the tiers that Dylan had on his fucking Patreon was like I think it was on the $20 tier where it says like every month or so that we would be uh like having guests on videos and like reading
Wait, that
uh I,
tier? Was it like
yeah, that
okay? Um, on God, like okay. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but can you
that's right.
just like tell? Can you just like tell me real quickly? Were you ever, you said you paid for the tier and stuff. Of course, if you were to pay for the tier, don't the person that's offering the tier is gonna be like, okay, you can come as a guest because you don't want to seem like a scam or anything. Did you ever become like a guest reader on any of his videos like the tier promised?
Uh yes and no.
Ooh.
I only made like, if I'm recalling correctly, it was like about 3 times that I was on his videos. I'm like at most three, but I'm leaning more towards like two. But these weren't like simultaneously, if that makes sense. Like these weren't in close proximity. These were actually like months apart.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So I mean, I've asked Dylan about this, like like, oh hey, when do we get to make a video again? Because I was actually interested in it because I don't know, I just thought it was really like really cool to, especially because he has like a significantly higher sub count than me, so um yeah, I just thought it would be beneficial for both of us. And yeah, and I would message him sometimes about it, and I wouldn't even get any response to it, which I'm sure you'll be able to provide with some of the screenshots that I've provided you
Oh yeah.
in our
I have like
uh,
the screenshots you sent me, so that's good.
yeah, yeah. So anyways, sometimes I wouldn't get responses, and whenever he did, it was like more of it was like Dylan's more of a all bark no bite, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that kind of
Like
makes
he'll say
sense.
something. Yeah, he'll say something to you, but he wouldn't follow up on that for the most part. And when he did, like it wasn't really that wasn't really that fun, to be honest with you, because um I would ask him, how about we do some of the Sonashoot articles and stuff like that, and um the last time I asked, he was like, "Oh, I don't really do Sonashoot readings anymore with fans," and I'm like, "Oh, how come?" Never got an answer for that. Uh, um, yeah. So all we really did, like for the appearances that I made, I think it was just 2 times. I don't even think it was 3, but the only times that we did wasn't even Sonashoot related. They were just fanfic readings, like Silver the Turkey Hog prologue, and one of those shitty Sonic uh creepypastas.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
god.
I really wanted to do the Sonishir readings, but he just said he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it with fans for some reason.
But like, did, did you ever like? Oh god. Like, I'm not blaming you or anything, but did you ever like double check on on like the Patreon on if on whether or not the offer was like if your tier was still like available or something, or and if it wasn't, did you ever like ask Dylan for like a refund or anything, or?
Um well, this was me being stupid. I stuck with the tier because I'm someone who like has good faith in people. I'm not somebody who like wants to assume that somebody's a bad person for not doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, I just stuck around, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Didn't really. I just I don't know what I was thinking. By sticking around with the tier if I wasn't really gonna get uh anything in return.
Damn. Uh, so basically, to kind of summarize anything and correct me if I get anything wrong. So basically, what happened was you subscribed to a specific tier to read Christian related stuff or just fanfics in general. Am I correct? Or and then
Yeah,
okay, and then don't kind of
I
made
think it
up,
was of choice.
huh?
I think it was of your choice, like of your choosing.
Okay,
It was $20 a month.
$20 a month. Uh,
Yep.
okay. One more question related to that. Did the offer specifically say anything about? Was there any rules relating to anything NSFW or anything like that? Or
I I I don't think so. No.
okay. So as I was saying, so you paid for a $20 tier to read any fanfic of your choosing. Dylan kind of made up on the offer. You mean like 2 videos of him, and when you asked Dylan, hey, can we do another video together? He straight up just said no, and never fully committed to offer. Am I correct?
He didn't really gave me an answer. He would sort of just brush me aside and not really say anything um else.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, Angon. Uh.
No, it's
Okay. So another question. Did anyone aside from Derek? I know you have beef with Derek.
well,
Um,
I don't have beef, but he has beef with me for some reason. It's like so much funny.
yeah, I don't know what. I never. On God, like it's probably because he's like a Dylan White Knight, but on God, I remember specifically. Well, let me actually share my screen with you, because this is when you because this was when like and you and Derek were like having that fight with like during the whole charity stream and stuff. Hold on, let me see if I can still find it. Here it is.
Cherokee.
Yeah, the charity stream last week. I don't know. But yeah, so during the whole stream, when you like joined and you guys were like fighting, Yappy was like, "Hey, why did you let that bozo join? Join that?" And, and I was like, I know, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, you didn't need to be hostile there, but damn."
That's funny.
Yeah, so I'm like, hold on, what? Why do you? So I'm over here thinking, wait, why does Yappy even hate Superstar? Like, that's my main question when it comes to Yappy DK. On God.
It's because he wanted to. My best assumption is most likely that he wants to act all high and mighty in his big boy boots. So
True.
because he wants to impress Daddy Dillin. That's why.
Yeah. I can see that happening. On God.
Yeah, and like the funny thing is that like this is going like a bit more towards like to future to the future stories, but yeah, like he Derek is basically just Dylan's number one butt buddy. Like he's just like a massive bootlegger, like a white knight, and it's like, wow, how, like, imagine, can you imagine like being like being 16 and looking up to somebody, you know, not having a father figure, but yet looking up to someone on the internet.
Oh yeah, on God. Like, that happens
It's like,
way
wow.
too often. Yeah, it's definitely a wow moment.
Yeah, and Derek, I know you're watching this, and I banned you, so
Oh my God.
karma's a bit painted, Derek.
Ooh. The
No,
shade
but
has been thrown.
yeah, he was trying to like, I don't know if you saw it, but he was trying to, like, he was inviting his other buddies to your server.
Oh yeah, I saw. I definitely noticed. Like, I definitely could have. I definitely told. And I know Derek is watching this. I haven't confronted him yet, but I know. But I knew he was because I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. These are a lot of people joining. Am I trying? Is someone trying to raid me again? And then he messaged me, hey, I banned one of Derek's fucking, I don't know, prostitutes or something. And I'm like, oh shit, he actually did it. He actually sent fuckers to fuck with me.
Yeah, and it's like, it was a failed raid too, because every time when they'd say, like, because, you know, while the bot in the server is stupid, they were actually like banning their messages because they were containing like slurs and stuff, and it was actually pretty funny because they all failed, and I ended up fucking banning their asses anyways, and it was pretty funny. I was just laughing my ass off because, wow, he got so desperate and like he got so butthurt just for my presence that he had to get his little posse over here just to try to handle me, but didn't work there, buddy.
Yep, on God. But on God, that actually kind of shocked me. Like, I knew Yappy DK for like a while. And fun little fact, hold on, let me actually go back to the Yappy DK thing. I remember when I first announced it. Ignore that screenshot. On God. So yeah, I remember when I first announced it, he was like, you know, we did this whole conversation. He was like, hey Bonzi, can I tell you something? And I was like, yeah, what up? And he was like, look, I don't know what happened between you and Dylan, but I still regard you as like a cool person and stuff. And it's like, oh cool. He's fine with me doing the podcast. He's not going to do this type of shit. Whoop-de-doo, he did this type of shit behind my back.
Who was that?
Huh?
Is it because like of me though?
No, I don't think it's because of you. I think it's purely because because of the Dillin podcast and because like I'm exposing Dillin for the fucking asshole he is
Mm-hmm.
for like people to see and stuff.
Yeah.
But but I think it's purely because of that. I don't think it's because of you, my dude.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because he goes up, he responds to you with no, keep up with the good content, my dude. And so like Dylan, I don't know about that, but he's kind of like backstabbing you there, buddy. I don't know if your little Fortnite buddy is gonna like go behind your back even more.
Yeah, like I'm gone. It's not gonna lie, it's very sweet because now I know that I can like trust him and shit. Especially considering, you know, he's a literal mod in Dylan server. But
Yeah.
but you know, it's also kinda sad because again, I knew him for like ages, so you know, again, it's kinda bittersweet, but it's more on the sweet side, I guess.
What is that?
Well, again, I used to know him for like a long time and stuff,
Yeah.
and you know, also I'm glad I know I know exactly what do you think of him now and shit because again I was a little suspicious when he posted this, so I kind of had to be on high guard and kind of look at him, you know, kind of offish. And literally then the whole week, I was that week, you know, the same week he did the whole raid thing. I was like, you know what? Maybe he's not that type of person. Maybe he won't be that type of guy. But no, he did this to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the past.
And he says that he was working right now and he has all this time just to dedicate to me, and it's like, wow, some job you have there, buddy.
Yeah, like, oh god, I was here, I was reading I read that and I was like, boy, are you like on lunch break or some shit? Like, oh god.
That's a pretty extensive lunch break, I must say.
Yeah. 1 minute. Hello, Bluffling. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you're enjoying your stay. But yeah, that is.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. My computer like crashed on me, and I was like, oh no, don't do. And I was like freaking out.
Yeah. But shall we continue?
Yeah, we shall continue.
Okay, so yeah, going back to those appearances that I made in Dylan's videos, like I said, they weren't in the same time span. They were like separate by a good uh 5 to 6 months.
All right.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that like looking back now sort of bugs me is that why would you offer um like a tier that you aren't gonna live up to, like, you know, you aren't gonna follow through, especially with if somebody's like gonna be pledging to you on a monthly basis, you know what I mean? Like that right there is just wow.
Yeah,
That
exactly. And that's what I was referring to when you first brought it to my attention. I was like, wait, you're paying $20 for a tier here, and he's not following up on it. That sounds kind of scammy.
Yeah, like I realized that as I continue to be as be a patron, um but yeah, his community, quite the toxic place there, quite the toxic waste dump, I must say.
Yeah, it was toxic. Oh god.
Yeah, and like especially like the political stuff, and he actually had political chat there, and it's just like, oh
Yeah, so I remember specifically, this was on the news report, by the way, and I think if anybody has watched episode 1, you will know by now. But basically, what he did was he got rid of the drama channel, but still kept a political channel.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Exactly. Like, if you're going to keep a political channel, you might as well just put a drama channel there. Because I'm pretty
Or
sure.
merge them.
Yeah, like I swear to God, politics gets like shitloads more heated than like drama.
Yeah. It's honestly ridiculous how like his logic doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Then again, this is Dylan we're talking about.
you got me there. Not gonna lie. But yeah. So aside from like Derek and Yappy DK, was there like any other particular person that for some reason had beef with you, or just like ticked you, that, or just like annoyed you for some reason, or?
Um. Well. Hmm. I can't really think of anybody. Like off the top of my head, other than Derek, that has beef with me, and he still does. It's just it's just yeah. Every time, I should tell you this though. Um, while I was still on his server, right? For both, uh, when he deleted the first one for some stupid drama, I think it was. Uh, when I was back in his second server, um, like every time when and this is funny too. Every time when like Derek would would get something wrong or something that would hurt his fragile little ego, um, I would react to it with either a laughing emoji or typing in LOL or something like that. Something cringy like that.
Yeah.
Um, I noticed that it would disappear like a few seconds after, and I had suspicions that it was actually Derek doing that um, because yeah, this would happen every time when he would be online, and he wasn't really good at hiding it. So, but my suspicions were made pretty clear that it was. My suspicions were confirmed when a newly hired mod of Dylan's actually confirmed it for me, and I sent you the screenshots of that mod confirming that it was Derek that was doing it, and I'm just laughing at it. I'm like, I fucking knew it, because if he's really gonna get mad at me for reacting to his like idiocy, then that's pretty pathetic. I must say, for him to like pretty much just censor me, and yeah.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I never took Derek as that type of person that would like censor people, but then again, here we are. We're talking about Dylan. Dylan, the bitch that literally turns off comments and shit.
Yeah, I just got done watching his stupid apology video
Oh, that video? Dude, that video was a fucking
yesterday.
joke. Oh god.
Yeah, and it's like, um, but that actually brought up because okay. This one is before this whole thing went down between me and Derek and Dylan's second toxic server. So during the during the summer of last year, this was like around the time when Dylan's views were dipping because they weren't, I don't know, they weren't Christian related stuff.
Yeah.
And he was in a VC, right? And some of us joined in, and yeah, we all I heard was like Dylan moping and groaning that, oh, I'm not getting enough views, I don't know what to do, her and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh god.
Like he was like literally crying about how his like his non-crystalated shit was not getting bare minimum uh views and attention, and I told him straight up when I was in that VC with him and a few other people that this is like how the YouTube game is, and it's not gonna be like not every video or content that you put out is gonna be like a star hitter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, it's that wasn't what Dylan wanted to hear, because he let out the infamous Christian side like before, like rage quitting the call, and then you have his butt buddy Derek just coming out of his coming out of his his little silent chamber and going, that was a terrible that was a terrible response. And I'm like, well, why don't you say it better then, if since Dylan is your daddy basically.
Damn.
I
So
mean, it's like, I'm just being blunt about it. I'm being like honest about it. And if you don't want to hear it, then like I'm not the type of person to be like patting your back and say, oh, your content's the greatest and stuff like that. No, I'm gonna be like, that's how the game is, and if you can't handle it, then why are you on here? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because that's like that with like my content that I put out. I mean, like, it sucks, but like I get over it and continue moving forward because that's how the game is, you know.
yeah, exactly. Like, let's not lie to ourselves. Whenever you like put out like a video for the first time, it's not gonna be like a banger or anything like that. Like unless you're
Yeah.
doing like clickbaity shit videos, then probably is gonna be a banger. But still, if you're just doing like videos, like random ass videos and shit, like the bullshit Dylan does, it's not gonna land, my dude.
Yeah. And like he did mention that that oh like he's like, I know I'm not I'm not the best person out there, and or something like that, because he mentioned that he wasn't like, his behavior like isn't the best, you know, around that time, this like in that VC that we were in. He's like, I know I'm not I know I'm like, my behavior wasn't that good, and you know, it's like, well, behavior aside, that's just not how it goes, buddy.
Yeah,
But yeah, he was basically crying to his little hug box, and I just happened not to be a part of that. I just told him straight up that, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
yeah, I'm gone. Like, that was fucking great. I'm gone. Like, that entire voice shot, I don't know.
Like, he's showing like, regret of his. It seemed to me that he was crying, that he was regretting his like his past behavior, but still, he kept on with the shitty behavior, and look where we're at now.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, this is my own personal opinion. I don't think he was, like, genuinely serious about his, like, past behavior and stuff. Like, I know a part of me knows that he's, like, serious about apologizing about his past shit. But then again, there's also a past me knowing, well, that he's just doing, like, control and shit. Like, of course he doesn't fucking mean it. Like, he just wants to be in his little creepy hug box and crowd control, like Barbara Streisand or whoever that bitch's name is called.
And yeah, basically it was he also like lies to his Patreons, and you know, like, well, using me as an example, like, I was basically lied to, and yeah, I did not know why I stuck around, but I did. Yeah, I'm glad I got out, because you know, better late than never, I always say.
Yeah. So okay, little tangent about me. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
So do you know Nicholas Cooney, or yeah, just Nicholas Cooney? Do you know that lad?
No, that doesn't ring a bell. Sorry.
Okay. So none of this is gonna make some sense, but he is like a huge Dillin stan. And hold on, let me actually share my screen because this bitch, I can't. I can't with
Oh, I
this.
think you mentioned it. I think you mentioned that person in one of your previous episodes of Dylan.
Yeah, I mentioned him like one. I mentioned him like a couple of times. I think it was
I think
episode 1.
I think I think he's one of the newer stands.
Yeah, either he's newer Stan or actually I think he's a pretty old Stan. Um,
Because I know for a fact because that name doesn't really ring a bell to me, so I'm assuming that's most likely because I was there in the server for a good while, and that really wasn't that name doesn't like come up.
yeah. So I remember first meeting this guy when I really first, got really active in server and stuff. Like, oh god. So I remember first meeting this guy. We were, and like, oh god, we were we were just like talking stuff, and I'm here like, okay, I don't really care. Okay, I'm not really interested in being friends with this guy, but whatever. And this this dude, I can't. Hold on. This Sherlock streams for this Sherlock goes on for fucking ever. I can't.
Seems like you were friends with him.
Well, I mean, we kind of were. We're not really friends now. And, and we're going to get to that in a minute. You know what? Let's just like start here because this is like the main starting point for when shit for me started to plummet. So actually, no, it's a bit more back, but yeah. So I remember specifically, me. I remember specifically, it was a school night. Me and school night. I wanted to go to sleep early. I had an English test first thing in the morning, and then he's like, hey, and he's like, can we call? And I'm like, okay, but only for like a short bit. So we call. It lasted 5 hours. And you wanna know what those 5 hours were? It was him complaining about his life and going on tangent, and well, not really tangent. I can't tell if it's like true or not. It was basically him saying, "I was sexually abused as a child. Feel bad for me." And I'm like, dude, let me sleep. I don't want to feel shitty when I go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. And
All
it
the
was,
last words between you guys sounded like you guys were best friends.
well, at the time, I didn't know him enough where I was fine knowing that. Again,
Yeah.
yeah. So, during the whole time in that conversation, I was uncomfortable and I was tired.
Yeah,
And,
as you know, most people would be.
yeah, and, like, fucking, and, let's say I was tired during the test, and of course I failed. Duh. But yeah, then he comes over to me, and then he's like, hey, hold on, I can't find that exact message, but he's like, hey, can we do like a podcast episode together? And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And like, I'm gone. I can't. Listen, my whole experience with him doing the whole podcast, it was terrible. I'm just going to say it outright. It was terrible.
What
And
was terrible?
what?
Oh no, you sort of cut off on my end. What was terrible?
The episode I did with Nicholas Cooney on his podcast, because so you know how like what we're doing right now, we're just like talking like normal people and stuff, we're letting the other
Yeah.
person talk and share their stuff, and then we're letting the other person talk and shit.
Yeah.
99% of the episode was just him talking, singing stuff I didn't even know. Like, no, like I knew some of the stuff because again he brought off a couple of times before, and then he'll just go on saying, "Oh my God, Kevin's mess is terrible," and I'm like, okay, I thought we were just talking about horror games in Japan, but okay.
You know, I'm gonna sound like an asshole when I say this. But if you're gonna start crying to some random individual on the internet about like like with your personal issues, and really really it's kind of hard to say without like with really like a really terrible backstory, and like something that happened to you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
um like maybe that's not the best thing to do, because that person that you're telling these things about, uh probably not the best for them to be hearing it, because you never know that they're obviously not going to be equipped for it. And there's therapy.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
And I actually agree with you there. Like, don't get me wrong, I trust a few people when it comes to like my own personal issues because I legit know them for like ages. So again, I trust them. But then there's people like Nicholas Cooney. I literally just only knew him at the time for like at least 1 week, and then he spelled all that I was sexually abused as a child bullshit on me.
Yeah, that's not a good first impression.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, you know, Downer, I don't, I legit didn't know you enough to be okay with that, but
It's like nobody wants to hear that. Like, I'm sorry that it sounds harsh, but that's the reality of it. Nobody wants to hear some random ass person on the internet spill their guts out with like with sob stories about how their life is terrible and stuff like that. That's what therapy is for. Like, that's simple as that. Go to therapy, seek professional help, because these people online are not the best like resource.
yeah,
No offense.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And hold on, I actually have to mention like a kind of creepy moment with him because generally this is one of the moments that he genuinely creeped me out. So during the time we were talking about, the legendary Blockbuster in Oregon store, that legend. And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be at Oregon. Do you mind if I come visit you?" And I'm like, "Whoa! Whoa there! Whoa! Calm
That's
your ass."
that's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's like weird. And he already told me that he's like in his fucking 40s or some shit. And I'm over
He's
here since yeah, he's in his fucking 40s. And I'm sitting here, a 16-year-old me, like, okay, you're 40 years old and you want to meet me. Are you
does
sure
he
you're not into that shit?
wait, because this is like quite a bombshell. So did he know that you were like 16?
Yeah, he knew I was 16 because at the time when I was in server, I meant at the time when I was in server, I was like, hey, I'm 16. I'm 16. I really wish I can be in, the NSFW channels because at the time I was a little horny prick.
Oh my god, wow.
Yeah, I know. I was a super cringy child back then.
Well, no, I was referring to like the 40-year-old
Oh yeah,
dude.
that. On God,
Like,
like
do we
it.
need to get Chris Hansen? We need to get Chris Hansen on this shit, because
Hey,
wow.
yeah, let's just
He's
get
like,
like Chris Hands on this shit. Hey yo,
yeah,
Nicholas Cooney, you want to take a seat?
yeah, it took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, but and he's like, and he goes on this tangent where he's like, yeah, I'm sending him to Quickville jail where he can get raped by N-words. And I'm like,
He said that?
yeah, he said that. Look, it's
To
right
who?
here.
He said that to who?
To me, and I don't know. Like, hold on, I think he was talking like talking about one of his friends and shit. And I'm like, okay, hold on there.
Wait, where is it? Because I'm like,
Okay, it's like right here. Hold on, let me actually like move to. There we go. Okay.
give me 1 second, because Discord is acting stupid right now.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm just over here trying to eat, my lunch at my school. Just reading this, I'm like, okay, there goes my lunch.
He said that. He said that to who? He's gonna send who to jail?
He was talking about one of his real life friends, and I'm like, child, hold on. Like, I know he was joking at the time, but dude, I'm 16. You think I'm gonna be comfortable with that crap?
Yeah, that's worrisome right there. That's a
Yeah,
bit sus. That's a bit sus, if you know what I mean.
yeah, that's like super sus. And I can't. Oh god. And I'm look, he even sent like a edited picture of himself. Like, look at him. He looks like someone that will definitely be on to catch a predator.
Oh no, that is terrible.
I know. He looks like someone. I know I already said this, but I'm just saying. He looks like someone that will be on Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, I would have to agree there. Sorry, but not sorry.
It's fine. But yeah. But yeah, we talked for a bit, and then he went like offline for a while. Yeah, I'm like, okay, thank God, he's finally out of my life. And then I can't. I just can't with this. I can't with this lad. Oh god. Hold on. Let me scroll back down over here to when he was fun. Okay, and then he popped back up into existence when when I announced my podcast. Hold on, let me. God damn it! No, stop. You know what? That will work. And I can't. And he's like, "Hey, I'm excited for your podcast." And he's like, just looking back on the conversations, you were a good friend, even if you acted like fucking cringe. And I'm like, why are you back? Like, I didn't ask you to come back. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but, I was happier when he wasn't in my life.
Yeah. Dylan's community is like filled with weirdos and shit.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things I got right off the bat when I joined Discord.
It's like it's like if you're in his server and if you don't agree with any of Dylan's or should I say Pillin's opinions, his army of little I just don't know what to call them. They're little
Simps?
little pests, like just dogpile on you, and it's like you guys can't form your own opinions without having like this almost 30-year-old man or man child like approval and shit like that. It's like, wow.
Yeah. It's like, it's like, there are reasons why, we have comment sections on YouTube videos. Like, yeah, he's going to delete your comment, but he's not going to stop you from making your own fucking opinion about shit.
Yeah, there's a reason why people shouldn't look up to others.
Yeah. But, yeah.
And so that's food for thought for you, Derek. Just saying.
Exactly. But
Just because you play Fortnite with him doesn't automatically make you your dad, okay?
dude, preach on God.
No, but going back to like my experiences with Dylan, basically everything was going to shit, right?
Yeah.
His like community was like at each other's throats, and that brings up another story, right?
Yeah.
Dylan is like he's like this is when he was still going out with Taylor last year. Um During that time, I think it was during the summer again where people kept like every time when Dylan would post something that he deems as important and then everybody when people weren't paying attention to it or were just like um spouting nonsensical shit, he would get pissy and like purge everything, like purge the like all his general stuff like that. and then he would like, I think I have the screenshot, but he he wrote this long post like essentially crying that, oh, if you guys weren't like so stupid, maybe I'd want to talk to you guys, or like, like with, and basically essentially it was just him complaining and crying that nobody reads his shit or pays attention to any of the things that he deems as important.
Damn, like, I
And
already knew Dylan was like fucking entitled, but I didn't expect him to be like that fucking entitled.
it's like, dude, people can have their own conversations, man. Not everything's about you.
Yeah. And
But that, I thought it was funny because I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm like, well, this is the community you made, Dylan. Like, people are gonna joke around just like how you do, and you can't really fault them for acting like stupid. So
yeah, exactly.
this happened several times, by the way. This isn't the only instance.
Oh, I know. Like, he's definitely the type of person that would like, you know, well, like,
He,
I already know that he like purges chat and stuff. Like, I remember this one time, I woke up to chat being purged, and I was like, hey, why was chat purged? And, my message got deleted. And Dylan's like, if anybody here talks about why chat was purged, you're getting banned. I'm like, okay, guess I'm not gonna find out why.
yeah. It was funny because he was like, if you guys weren't retarded, I would actually want to be here and talk to you guys.
And yeah, here
It's
he
like,
is, acting like the fucking tard. On God.
yeah, and he's also the guy, because he said this in one of his past videos, where he's like, oh, I don't really care if people know me as the guy who covers Chris Tran, and look at him now. And like, what
Uh,
happened to that, Dylan? What happened? What happened, Dylan? Why don't you stand by that what you said anymore?
I'm gone. The irony. I can't.
So yeah, like towards here, give me 1 second. Um, so yeah, towards like this is still during the summer. I think it was during the summer, if I remember correctly. This is when like uh when Derek was starting like to censor me more. It became more apparent. And then well, like I said, I asked one of the newly appointed mods that, hey, someone is well, actually no, I asked Dylan first. What, like, I said, hey man, uh I don't know if I'm getting censored or something, like something's glitching on your server, but yeah, every time when I type something, or when I'm simply telling someone happy birthday, it gets deleted. And he's like, huh? Oh, I don't know. He's basically acting stupid and like acting like oblivious to whatever like his mods were doing, even though I don't know about you, but you can look up the logs and what messages were deleted, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like, and that's just like that. It was that point where, where I believe that yeah, Dylan wasn't really the type of person that can be trusted, because like, he knows damn well that he can simply look up the who was deleting whose messages and stuff like that. Um, so after that, I asked one of the newly appointed mods, um, like, I asked him straight up, hey, do you know who's deleting my messages? Because I have a suspicion it's Derek. And then the mod goes, oh, like, I do know, but I don't know if I can tell you. And I'm like, well, you can tell me, I really wouldn't care, like, I don't give a damn. And he like, shortly after, he was like, yeah, it's Derek, aka Yappy DK. And I'm like, ah, I knew it. And I laughed, And then not too long after, I'm guessing he told I'm guessing he told Derek because Derek like started adding me, like he started like pinging me in Dylan's server, and he's like, hey, why don't if you have a problem with me, why don't you just tell me it like right here, you little bitch, and like stuff like that. And it's like, and it's like, oh boy, here we go. And it's like, oh, like, oh, like I don't even have to say anything, and he gets triggered. So, um, yeah, you can show the screenshots that he was in that there was in the VC. He actually brung Daddy Dylan to the VC, and I'm just with some of the other mods, and he was most likely tattling to me, like he was tattling on me to Dylan, um and then Dylan, like after, because I'm just sitting there laughing, right? Like I didn't really give a damn at that point because I don't take too kindly on getting lied to, like, because like I said, I was still a patron at that time. um yeah, and I just like don't like it when people just aren't honest, or true and honest, and someone might say. um but yeah, Dylan he pinged me and says, he said something along the lines of, because you started shit at the old server, I'm gonna have to ban you on this one. I think I speak for everyone that we don't tolerate drama, and I don't like it when people start conspiring against my mods and shit. And
Wait. He believed what Derek said. He actually believed what Derek said that quickly without Derek like showing any proof or anything like that.
basically, like I said, he was his Fortnite butt buddy, and he's always gonna defend him. Like, this is the pathetic part about it though. He defends somebody who plays Fortnite with him over a Patreon, somebody who is basically providing like income on a monthly basis just for him to have ramen on his plate every fucking night. It is just like, wow. I didn't want to believe it because, dude, it was at that time everybody I was watching, like, why Dylan was such a bad person, and at that point I realized it. So he DM'd me the same message. Like, I was kicked out, like I was banned from the server again. And I told Dylan straight up that, like, after he texted me, and I told him that, you know what, at this point, I literally don't care because I don't like being lied to. And I told him ciao. And then, right before I blocked him, he goes, I didn't lie. And I was going to text him again, like, there you go, another Dylan lie. But I just ended up blocking him because I didn't want to hear more of his bullshit.
Damn.
So yeah, I was basically done with everything Dylan. Didn't want to like be a part of that hellhole again. Um, but yeah, shortly after that, everything started to go to shit for him. He broke up with, like, well, Taylor broke up with him, and yeah, Roke ripped him a new one, and now he's back to Oklahoma instead of living his dream over at California, and just being a basement dweller again. And oh boy, that's just major karma right there.
Yeah, like it definitely does scream major karma.
But yeah, that's really like, I may have skipped over some parts of it, of some parts of my story, I'm sure, but that's basically just like the rundown of my experience in Dylan's fucking server, whatever, or his community. That's my experience in Dylan's fucking toxic waste of a community.
Yeah, like first off, I'm pretty sure you already heard us a couple of times. I'm not sure, but I'm so sorry that you had to go through all of that bullshit. On God, like I just can't imagine.
It is what it is. Live and learn, like that song in one of the Sonic games. Live
Yeah.
and learn. But yeah, still, it was like, it was it was it was a an experience. Wouldn't want to go through it again.
Yeah. So, one final question before, we go on, like, I don't know. But yeah, one more question.
Shoot.
Do you think, on scale 1 to 10, how gay is Dillin?
11. I mean, the grinder account says it all.
Yeah, definitely the grinder account. We still need to know, Dillin, why? Why do you have that grinder account? Why did you make it?
He's not gonna tell. He's not gonna say it because he's that much of a little bitch to, to even admit it. Because if he's gonna lie, then he's obviously gonna lie, and because, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Rogue obviously ripped him like a whole new one. So
Yeah.
but yeah, this was fun. I actually did enjoy this.
Aw, thank you. But yeah, it was actually really fun talking to you, and of course,
Likewise.
yeah.
And taking the piss on Dylan, and that's always fun.
Yeah, you can
And I
never
hope,
go on with like taking the piss on Dillin. I'm so sorry to interrupt you,
yeah,
my dude.
no, it's okay. But I was gonna say that I hope everything that everyone who's been screwed over by Dylan, Taylor, and all that, like, you guys are good people, and I hope wish you guys the best.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like, Dylan, and all in all, he's just a huge rat that'll probably sell his own mother for a few dollars.
Yeah. So do you have like any social media sites that, the people here watching or just watching on YouTube here can, like find you or anywhere like that? Or
Yes, yeah, I actually have a YouTube channel, SuperStarPlanet. You can follow me on there, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, well, it was a amazing time talking to you, Superstar Planet. Hopefully, again, you have a good night, and of course, you stay safe during this chaotic few years. And
You too.
yeah, you too. And yeah, see you pretty soon, my lad.
See ya.
See ya.
I hope you have a good day. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
And
Oh god, I'm so sorry. Okay, Superstar Plant, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry that I cut you off. But again, I'm so sorry if I cut you off, my dude. But yeah. Oh god. Hopefully everybody God damn it. I swear to God. Yeah, that was pretty fun. But yeah, hopefully everybody oh, thank God, sorry, I was nervous. But yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed today's stream and interview. We've gathered some pretty interesting knowledge about Dylan's community. What can we conclude from it, from what we've heard? Dylan's community is basically filled with enablers, white knights, and people that really do not like hearing the opposite opinion about Dylan, let alone hearing any form of criticism about Dylan. Really. I know that's what I've heard. If Superstar Planet is watching this, I'm so sorry about the misinformation. But yeah, that's all for today's stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media sites. They're all linked in the other panels. Join my Discord server. We're a pretty chill community. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. When we reach 200 subscribers, which I think won't be very long, I'm doing a Q&A next week. Woohoo! Me and I'm gonna be answering all your questions that you have about me. So again, if you have any questions, you can comment on, the YouTube video, or on this episode, or, my Discord, or literally my Twitter. You can literally just ask stuff on my Twitter. But yeah, thank you all so much for your love, support, and for joining today's stream. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye bye.
Just wanted to say, fuck Dillin lol.
Fuck Dillin indeed.
It's